It was one of those nights when the world itself seemed to hold its breath. A night when the sea whispered secrets only the brave dared to hear. Kevin arrived at the cliff just before midnight, the cool air brushing against his face as the moonlight spilled across the bay. The waves broke gently against the rocks below, filling the silence with their soothing rhythm. This was the third summer his family had come here with Amanda's, but tonight was different. Tonight was his first chance to be alone with her. As he turned back towards the gate, a sudden shiver ran through him. He realized he was not alone. At first, he thought it was Amanda, but when he looked closer, he saw a figure, female, moving slowly towards him. In the moonlight, she wore a white shirt streaked with red on the front. Her face was pale yet beautiful, smeared with dirt, her hair matted and wet as though pulled from the sea. A handbag hung from her shoulder, and her sorrowful eyes never left the ground. She glided past him with quiet grace, but something about her presence gnawed at him. He turned back to see her again, and his breath caught in his chest. She was walking straight towards the cliff edge. The girl stood there, staring into the endless sea. Her torn clothes fluttered in the night breeze, her face ghostly pale, her beauty chilling rather than comforting. Then he noticed it, the unmistakable stain of blood on her shirt. Suddenly, she threw her head back, her arms flailing in the air as a chilling scream ripped through the night. A voice startled him. "Did you miss me?" Amanda was right behind him, smiling as though nothing had happened. But when Kevin turned to point towards the strange girl, the cliff was empty. She was gone. Amanda brushed it off, but Kevin couldn't let it go. Even when they searched the rocks and the shore, there was no trace of anyone. Amanda insisted the girl must have left in a boat, but Kevin knew what he had seen, and the way she had vanished haunted him. The next day, over lunch, Amanda revealed something that made Kevin's blood run cold. Years ago, a young maid named Barbara, who worked at Amanda's grandmother's ocean house, had mysteriously disappeared the night before her wedding. She was beautiful, adored by many, and had been engaged to a fisherman across the bay. But she never reached the altar. Her bed was untouched, her clothes left behind, and despite endless searches, no one ever saw her again. Rumors spread that she had run away with another man, but Amanda's grandmother believed otherwise. She was convinced something terrible had happened, and she was right. One evening, Amanda's father invited the sheriff over for dinner, and Kevin finally heard the truth. Only days earlier, a fisherman had come forward, consumed by guilt. He confessed that Barbara had not run away at all. She had been murdered. Jealous and bitter, the fisherman had tricked her into meeting him at the cliff by sending a message from his younger brother's phone, the man she was meant to marry. When Barbara arrived, expecting her fiancé, she instead found the envious brother waiting. In a fit of rage, he strangled her, then threw her from the cliff. Later, he weighed her body with stones and sank her deep into the sea, hiding his crime for years. The table fell into silence as the sheriff ended his tale. The mystery of Barbara's disappearance was no longer a mystery at all. But Kevin sat quietly, his thoughts consumed by what he had seen on that midnight cliff: the pale face, the torn clothes, the blood-stained shirt, and the scream that echoed across the sea. He never spoke of it again, but one question refused to leave his mind. On that midnight cliff, had Barbara's restless spirit returned, not to tell her story, but to warn him of something yet to come?